Okay, I've started the pattern for the universal compound. So this is just a piece of 3/4 timber, in my case ply. I mounted it to a timber backing piece, and then that backing piece was mounted to the faceplate. I've turned this up, created this groove in here. So these were the three mounting screws. Just got to fill those holes in. I was going to do this on a spindle, but which was just a coach bolt, and I've done that before on the quill support, but this time I just didn't decide to play the game, and there was too much run out in it. So I used the faceplate, the timber faceplate, bolted to that, and then, or screwed to that actually, and then screwed this to the timber faceplate and grooved this out. So yes, it begins for the universal compound slide. That's got to come out. That's got to come out. Well, I've finished the timber work on this pattern, but I still have to fill it in with body filler, and fill in with body filler the mistake I made on that side. I cut it out wrong. Not to worry, these were one piece. So I've nailed these in there nice and strong and glued. So this part where I cut out wrong, it'll fill with body filler, not a problem. Okay. That works very quick, carved it out nicely. Got to be very gentle with it, but it does take a good amount of material out. So that was the first coat. And I've still got some cleaning up to do. This is about the only one that's ready. The others still need a bit of cleaning. Alright, I'll continue on. Well, I'm progressing on the universal compound. This is the pattern. It's nearly finished. Just got a few small touch-ups to do. So while I'm waiting for that to harden and set, the next order of business is the compound swivel. Now for the compound swivel, that's the universal compound. It will actually mount that way. Excuse me, the universal, well the swivel. Gingery mentions bringing out the pattern, base pattern for the quill support. This has been used for another project also, but I can't remember where. So I have to repair this quill support. I've got mounting holes to fill up. I've got a centre hole to fill up. I've got numerous other holes to fill. They were the 3 holes. Yes, they were the 3 holes for the slot, the 2 slots in the quill support. Looks like I used this as a template to mark those holes out for drilling. That's probably why it's got so many holes in it. So anyhow, that needs to be cleaned up, and then this is the block that the way will be bolted to. So that's got to have a 5/8 tunnel created in that, and he mentions drilling 2 5/8 holes, cutting that centre block out, and then mounting that on a board and yeah, filling that up with putty, scraping it out to create a tunnel that doesn't go all the way through, and it only goes about 5/8 deep. All right, so. But I'm still on the universal compound at the moment. See how we go. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Well, it's looking promising. Well, the sand core for the tunnel worked out very nicely. Look at that. Alright, put this together and go and melt some aluminium.
I
Okay, inside there we have the, what is it, the Universal Compound. When I first got this green sand out, I thought, oh, it's a little bit wet. It's not anymore. It's now dried out. I hope it's not too dry. I will say it's 40 degrees Celsius. Okay, very nice. Very nice.
Also very dry.
I keep forgetting to put the lift points.
Beautiful.
Okay, crank up the burner. Could you pass me the left glove, please? Thank you. It's looking promising.
It looks beautiful. There are good chimneys there.
Yeah, they're not quite chimneys, but I know what you mean.
There are good chimneys there.
Sprue and riser.
Okay.
Bottom came out beautiful. As I expected, the
Yes.
rubbish around the edges, but
that's that's
as,
not problem.
as I said to you, that was expected because the sand was so dry. But having said that, that is a beautiful. That is a beautiful casting. Ah, come on. It's very hot, Bruce.
I should think so.
It's very hot. A little bit messy around here, but that's going to be machined off.
Yeah.
But that'll give me a nice flat surface to start with the machine. Beautiful. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh. That's nice. That looks like it's worked out. That tunnel turned out beautiful. What they call it now. The first one was the universal compound. This is the compound slide. Excuse me. Compound slide and the screw support for the up and coming yeah, I'll think of it later. Anyhow, that was a good casting this morning. Excellent result. Okay, update on the compound swivel. I called this a compound slide earlier, but it is actually the compound swivel. That thing in the box is the compound slide. That's the next casting. But back to the compound swivel. There's a defect in the bottom of that tunnel. It's quite deep also. So I don't know what to make of this yet. For some reason I'm a bit thin along this edge here, and it's slightly bent. There's a bit of a hollow there, and I can see a deformation happening in that edge also. So I don't know what's happening here. There's probably some sort of freezing going on. I had the gate and risers there. Don't ask me which one was which now, I can't remember. The rest of the casting, the disc turned out really nice. Yeah, the rest of the casting's very nice. It's just this defect. So I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with that. This, I think, gets a 5/8 hole in the bottom. Yes, it does. It may interfere with that. It will interfere with that. Anyhow, I'm not quite tossing it out yet. If I do another one before I go to Queensland, or even in Queensland at my son-in-law's, I might make a solid one and then mill that out with his milling machine. I'll think about that. Okay. I'm just cleaning up the universal compound base. Not going to get too particular on this face because that's, that'll go in the lathe to get cleaned up. I've already been around the edges a little bit. Still got more to do. And again, when that's on the faceplate, that edge will be turned. So I'll just clean it up a bit. Later I'll turn it and then I'll just feather in the edges to the turned surface. Okay, that's ready to be mounted on a faceplate maybe, and cleaned up with that piece. Well, here we have the finished product. It's off the mill now. The rotary table came in very handy. So yes, that's the top side where the mating components will mate up to this one.